continuation of page 69. More experiments I done a few more experiments just before I began my acrylic painting, where I redone my comb acrylic that I had actually used oil paint originally, but as both are thick, acrylic dries quite quick. I used the comb and put a few icing streams after I done my pipette, as I had some left over. But doing this, I wanted to try and create a feather style, so make it more realistic, which I have done in this piece. Doing this, I put one single strand of piping across, which you can see is in the middle, and then after I pushed the comb down through the middle and spreaded it, so I separated the icing line so then I could spread it halfway evenly. Doing this, it makes it seem realistic, as if you zoom into a feather, it has sections off where you can see the base line and then all the frivels of the feather. As for this, I've also used the comb and wiped on some paper to show what it looks like, all the paint and the pattern on actual paper without piping. You can see the little bristles of the comb in different paints, and the thickness as well. It was more thicker on these pieces than it was on here. Trying to also get as much paint as I can off when I was going on to yellow next, as I didn't want them to blend as much. As for this piece, I stuck in the colours that came out from my shaving foam from the previous page, from where I used a squeegee. This was actually a small piece of paper that was helped to protect the other sections, and you can see it has came out a light baby blue shade, maybe a bit fainter, but I could have added a bit more blue, but it's fine how it is, as my main goal was trying to cover all the white so it wouldn't be pure white, which has worked in the favour. You also see the other inks nice and blend. As for this page, you can see I have taken photos of when I began to pipe. I haven't done that much experiment on piping because I've done it previously, and also I've taken a photo as it also relates back to the comb. The reason why I also didn't actually stick in the piping is because showing it being done is better than actually showing examples of what it looks like, as they actually have like freeze almost and dry into big like little blumps, which would pry my book up and also might even get flattened or destroy some of the work in there, because in this piece where it has little bumps in this photo, it actually gets a little bit sharp, which I didn't want to happen, or I didn't want it flattened either. But in this photo, I've just taken a photo of me where I've got paint in the bag, and then after I've got photos of when I was icing, where I was doing the background to doing certain sections of the head. I've done a few lines, and then I've done some big little dots on the background as my main goal. When I was doing this, I actually decided to start painting the background yellow, using my finger to spread it just lightly, because when I do the piping, it has a few gaps which you can see through to the canvas, which I tried to paint before I done it, but I missed it on the face, which doesn't really matter because I can always go back and re-ice, or I would decide to leave it if it seems best, or show like how it's got gaps to the normal canvas, which I think will actually look quite good, as it shows the gaps. And also when I pipe the lines, you can also see every single line that's been done and piped nice.